Alexa, turn on studio.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
I have no Wi-Fi today. Because I have no Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi outlets aren't working. And because of that, my studio lights aren't working. So now I'm stuck with this kind of dim lighting and this blue streak on my head. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Silent Minds. My name is Shy Mizrahi, and I am your host for this new mini-series going on. Silent Minds is a new mini-series that I'm putting out where we're going to teach you 10 effects for magic routines that you can do at any time, any place. Absolutely impromptu tricks, whether you have a deck of cards on you or not. We'll be talking about borrowed magic. We'll be talking about deck of card impromptu magic. Lots of different styles here. So I am going to be teaching you guys a very special trick using just a plain bicycle pack of cards. I just had a show this morning. It is my first show in like a year, maybe more than a year. It was for kids. And there's this one trick that I did for them that is good for all ages, and it is impromptu and it requires signed cards. Now, there's a lot of tricks out there that don't use signed cards or that unnecessarily use signed cards. This is a perfect trick for signed or drawn on cards because it is necessary for this trick to work. It's necessary for it to even make sense. So I have my Sharpies in my front pocket here. This is what I wore to my show today. I don't know the name of this trick now that I think about it, but we'll just call it the hop along trick, and you'll see exactly why once I show you the performance. Okay guys, so this is what the trick is going to look like. Our spectators are going to be able to flip the cards over and pick any card that they would like. Let's just say they go for the Joker here. I would like my spectator to draw something, anything of value to them. So let's just say they care about love, and we'll draw some hearts. That'll look more like a B, but that's okay. We love the Joker. And we're just gonna leave that back up here. So that's what our card looks like. We're gonna take our Joker, we're gonna leave it somewhere into the middle of the pack. And this is the fun part about this trick, is that I get to draw something as well. Let's see, the card is the Two of Diamonds. I'll be drawing on the back of that. I'm going to draw something that means a lot to me, and that would be marriage. So I'm just going to draw a wedding ring, my wife's wedding ring. Boom. That's what my card looks like. And that's it for the Sharpie for this performance. That's all we're going to need it for. So this is where it's going to get interesting. The diamond, well, the Two of Diamonds with the diamond ring on the back isn't your card. So what we need to do is flick it on to the next card, because we're going to try and hop this drawing onto the back of your card. So if you see we have the Ace of Hearts, that's not your card, you'll flick it onto the next and the next and the next. This is going to take a very long time to just do it one by one. Now if I had a spectator, I'd ask them to hold out their hand for me, because what we're going to do is we're going to take my drawing and hand it to them. And what I'm going to have them do is throw it back into the deck on 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. You'll notice if we go through, there it is. We have a card with a diamond ring on the back, and look, it landed right on your Joker. Guys, this is such a powerful card trick. It really is like one of those tricks that I love them a lot, just because it bonds you and the spectator a lot. They'll ask you about, what is this wedding ring? Well, I'm married and I love my wife, and that's something that means a lot to me, is a promise that we made. So yeah, this brings out a lot in the people that you perform it to. Okay guys, so that's the performance. We're gonna dive deep into the explanation, and I think you're really gonna like it. It's just really fun. And it's good. It's fooling for, like I said, all ages. I've done this many times for adults, tricked them, done it for children, and it's especially good for children, because they get to sign the card and draw on it and have fun with it. So it's really fun. The first thing that I would like to advise you on is let them choose any card they want. so they can dive through and really look at the cards and say, this is the one that I want. Reason being, when you have that connection to a card and sign it and everything, it makes the signing more fun. So you say, I want you to look through the cards. You can have anyone you like. So I'm gonna give you the freest choice. You can pick anyone you want. They'll pick it up, look at it, and then say, I would like you to sign or draw something on it, something that means a lot to you. It could be like your favorite superhero, or if you're an adult, you could say, you know, you could write someone's name that you care about, or you could draw something you care about, and that really brings the connection to the card. So that's my first point of advice for you. I say that every time I perform this. Just remember, at the end of this, they're going to be keeping this signed card. So you want this memory to mean something that's going to last. Let's just come on down and we'll talk about handling for a minute. Let's go ahead, pick any card at random. We'll do the 4 of hearts here, and we'll draw something that means a lot to someone out there, and that is a yo-yo. From here we have our spectators signed yo-yo card, and all you're going to do is flip the top card over and do a wrist kill. Normally I'll just do a wrist kill towards myself, like a little tie, like I'm straightening my tie, and I'll just put it on top, and now I'm in good position to do a double lift. Once again, just take their signed card, flip the top card over when no one's looking, do a wrist kill, add their card on top, and then lose the fake card into the middle because we have our 4 of hearts on top. The other thing that you could do is just control it to the top. That's also perfectly fine. You just do a double undercut and then like a top retention or something like that, and keep the 4 of hearts on top. Point is, you need to get it on top. I prefer this method here because it doesn't require any shuffling. It doesn't look fishy really. So that's stuck on top. At this point, I need to draw on the back of a card that they think will be random. So what that means is that I'll be doing another double lift. I say I'm going to be drawing on the back of the 5 of diamonds, when really I'll be drawing on the back of their 4 of hearts. So we'll flip that over. I'll draw something. My favorite superhero is Batman, so we'll just put a big B with ears on it. There you go. There's my Batman card. And this, again, this is a great thing for kids. You say, what's your favorite superhero or your favorite TV show? You could draw something or just write like the letter of that show. That's awesome as well. So we have my Batman on the back of the 5 of diamonds. You're going to do another double lift. Now this is the secret move that's going to help us hop the drawing around. You're going to peel down both cards to the edge of the deck and kind of close the deck on top. And from here, you're going to curl your fingers around it and peel off the 5 of diamonds. Okay? So I know this is really confusing at first, but let's try that again. So I'm going to peel down towards my middle ring and pinky. I'm going to peel down, close it up like a book, just closing a book here, and I'm going to steal the 5 of diamonds from underneath the selection, right? So all together it looks like this. Okay, and I left a little break there so you can see a little better. So here we go. We're gonna take your card, and it looks clean, right? And all you're gonna do is this motion, right? So all you're doing is clipping it with your middle finger and index finger on the bottom, like that. And in this motion, you're gonna flick your wrist over, so it looks like you're turning it all over, right? So all together, looks like this, and look at that, the drawing hopped over. And you're gonna explain that our drawing is going to try and locate the selection. So again, we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna do a double lift, say it's not the ace of clubs, that wasn't your card. We're gonna do that same motion, flick it onto the next card. There we go. Now this is probably my favorite part. This is the most interactive part of the trick, and it's so entertaining to see what the spectators react to in this moment. You're going to lift up the top card, and you're going to do an Erdnase change. And what that is putting the back of your palm and slipping a card back and forward and pushing it all together. We're going to be holding the ink and giving the ink to someone. Typically, you would push the card in and go forward. We're going to do it this way because you're going to be taking the ink off the card and giving it to a spectator. So once again, you're going to peel back the card with your palm, just like this. And once you hear that click, you're good to go forward. And then take the ink, give it to someone in their hand. And at this point, you're just going to cut the cards. Okay, you're going to get the selection in the middle somewhere. And then you're going to just dribble the cards like this. That's, I think, the best way. They throw it in and you catch the ink back into the deck. The other thing that you could do, you can just cut the cards and catch it like that. That's another great way, is to just cut, open, and close. And what you're going to do is you're going to spread through and show them there's the ink. And that is the only card with that ink. You want to go through the whole deck, take out their selection, reveal that it landed on their selection, on their yo-yo card. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. This is definitely one of my favorite go-to effects. It's not one that I do as often as I should, but this is one of those things that gets you really close to the spectator really quickly. You learn a lot about each other. A great tool in your arsenal for like personal magic, impromptu magic, and then also for children's magic. If you ever get booked for a children's show, this is a great trick for that. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was extremely helpful for those of you who are looking for really powerful impromptu magic. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that you'll see what our next video is coming up. Don't forget to smash the like button and share this video to friends who are also learning magic and want to learn some really cool basic things. See you guys in the next episode of Fluffy Flamingos and Silent Minds.